From ring general to O'Reilly, Walter respects Kyle O'Reilly. Sullivan in, assaulting Ono at ringside. Not the way that Hardy wanted to remember this victory. And there he is on the Titantron. It's Jay Lethal, and The Miz is awestruck like he's seen a ghost. Juice from behind, Juice, he got him. Who will be the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship at the Royal Rumble? The #1 contender, El Idolo. There's an uninvited guest in this party. It isn't over between them. Andrade and Tanahashi in a rematch. If Tanahashi wins, it's a triple threat at the Royal Rumble, and Zelina Vega is livid. All to play for, with a shot at the world title on the line for the ace. Hello everyone and welcome to Monday Night Raw, live from the American Airlines Arena in Miami, Florida. The red brand has arrived and we are wasting no time tonight. It's time to get straight into the action here on Monday Night Raw. It is time for the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne to go one-on-one with the Swiss Superman Cesaro. Let us get the action underway this evening. Warm welcome to you all wherever you're tuning in for what promises to be a hot, exciting night of Monday Night Raw action. And what a way to start the night it is indeed. Dunn and Cesaro agreed to this match last week on Raw, saying they wanted to fight some of the very best in the world. Well, why don't two of the best in the world square off? And that is exactly what is to come our way here tonight. The longest reigning United States champion entering the ring right now to a raucous reception from Miami. It is England versus Switzerland to get us underway here. And what a match. What competitors we have in the ring to get us going as well. Truly a treat it will be to get us going here tonight. And here comes Cesaro himself, ready and rearing to go here tonight to get his hands on Pete Dunne. Remember, there's no title opportunity to come out of this as far as we're aware. There's no Royal Rumble qualifier as far as we're aware either. All of that is being kept secret, especially the Royal Rumble, by the Raw General Manager, The Stinger, as he announced via Twitter last week. This is just a match for two great competitors to square off one-on-one against one another with. That's it. Plain as can be, as simple, cut as you like. Nothing's on the line but a victory on one man's record and a loss on the other. These two want to be the very best they can. They want to put on the very best matches they can. They want to face the very best they can. Well, they're doing that here tonight by squaring off with one another. Cesaro takes down Pete Dunne, here working over the arm, and Dunne able to roll his way out of harm's way there, get to the forearm, but a nice counter there by Cesaro. And here we go now. What is going to be the game plan between these two guys? Very tough athletes, the both of them are. So I wonder what the strategy will be between the pair of them as they lock up early on. Cesaro, as you saw, missed with that uppercut, and Dunne went for the lock up there. But it's Cesaro who has the advantage here with the arm. Dunne able to transition. Side headlock now. Very quickly able to transition into it as well. Nicely done. And a quick hip toss will take Cesaro down. You can see the frustration there on the face of Cesaro. Oh, went for a big boot there to Dunne far too early on. Cesaro makes him pay with a half-hatch suplex. Never try something that early on against Cesaro or you will pay, and Cesaro made it pay in the first big move of the match, you could argue. Shoulder tackles in the corner. Full head of steam and a running knee takes him down there. Good start so far from Cesaro. That missed uppercut, the only real blemish he's had in this contest thus far. Irish whip off the ropes. Went for a some kind of a slam, and Dunn able to collide with him to dent it, but not able to prevent Cesaro from capitalizing further. Cravat suplex there. Dunn trying to collect himself, and Cesaro just eyeing up the opportunity right now. Dunn recollecting in the corner. Cesaro giving him no such chance to recover. Huge running uppercut takes him down. Cover is made. Looking to beat Dunn already. Good 2 count. Those uppercuts from Cesaro can rearrange anyone's jaw. Of course, there was a time on ECW when Cesaro went about breaking people's jaw with the Swiss Death uppercut. But now, here he is on Monday Night Raw, just trying to prove that he is one of the greatest wrestlers in the world today. Look at this Boston Crab locked in on Pete Dunne right now. Dunn trying to crawl to the ropes here. Long way to go. He's had to go thus far. Referee trying to see if he's got an eye on it. Dunn is in the ropes. Resting his head on the ropes there, and the referee called for the rope break. Cesaro gets his leg tangled in the ropes. Dunn gets it free to hit a Regoplex onto Cesaro. And now the opportunity opening itself up for Pete Dunne. Body blows and a forearm shot. Cesaro down and in trouble here. It's Pete Dunne who's turned things around with one missed opportunity by Cesaro. One missed big boot, and here goes the bruiserweight. Dunn taking Cesaro down again, and once again holds on to the arm. This time, big kicks into the small of the back. Oh, grazing the boot across the face of Cesaro there. Holding his arm now in a hammerlock position. Cesaro can do nothing as the palm of his hand is tilted back there. Agonizing pain followed up by a double knee to the back. Lethargic offense there from Pete Dunne, and he thinks he's put away Cesaro here. Here's the cover. There's a count of 2 and nothing more. Look at Cesaro though, getting up to his feet almost right away. Dunn tries to capitalize, tilt-a-will DDT. Cesaro had it scattered, body blows to break free. Back and forth, the pendulum is swinging, and now the pendulum will stop. And the showcase of Cesaro's strength will be demonstrated to its fullest extent. Round of applause from the Miami crowd for that double underhook delayed suplex from Cesaro. And another running uppercut for good measure, as if Pete Dunne's jaw needed any more realigning tonight. Cesaro now, uncharacteristically, going to the top rope, looks at a splash, but Dunne's knees are up in time. Knees are up in time from Pete Dunne. And here he goes now. Nothing flashy, but you better believe it was an effective superplex, and it's Cesaro now who's trying to recover in the corner. Dunn getting fired up there. Knee in the gut from Pete Dunne, and it's Pete Dunne who'll go to the top rope. Dunn from up high, what will we see? Moonsault from Dunn on Cesaro. Reeling in pain, but it could all be over right now. Oh, 2 count and no more. So close for Dunn, but not close enough. Cesaro gets the shot up again, and the action continues on. The action continues on though with Dunn still in command. Backing up, Cesaro using the ropes, pulling himself up to his feet. Dunn with a full head of steam, and a big lariat knocks Cesaro to the outside. Momentum just seems to be swinging back and forth, but right now, Pete Dunne, well, maybe commentators kiss. I was going to say he had Cesaro under control, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Into the barricade again went Dunn, and the snake eyes into the apron. Head first onto the apron went Dunn. No love lost from that part of the ring. Back to the top rope now goes Cesaro. Will it pan out this time from up high? Standing upright as he waits for Dunn to get to his feet. Here goes Cesaro, crossbody. Dunn rolls through. Pete Dunne caught him, holds on and hits a backbreaker onto Cesaro. Incredible. And now, Dunn snapping the arm back, taking the uppercut out of his arsenal, or at least he's looking to do that. And wait a minute, one time may have not been enough. Dunn snaps it back again. Weakening, softening up, trying to decimate Cesaro, but Cesaro counters him at an uppercut as if to say, is that all you've got? And here we go now. Straight jacket. Power bomb. Huge strength from Cesaro to take him down. And here we go. Cesaro, he's looking for the neutralizer. Looking for the neutralizer to finish off Pete Dunne here. Or maybe the sharpshooter. Oh, but whatever it was, Dunn had the counter for it. Nice counter as well. Need him in the gut. Very well timed. Good forearm shot. Simple strikes from Pete Dunne now. Lighting up the chest with a hard chop. Here we go. Corner to corner. Running kick in the chest. Cesaro tries to stay up on his feet, but to no avail there. Here goes Dunn. No, he doesn't. Cesaro counters kick in the gut. Cesaro now lifts him overhead, slams him down, hooks the far leg. Shoulder is pinned down. Is this it? Oh, so close. Close, but not close enough for Cesaro, but he stays on Pete Dunne here. Deadlift coverage suplex, and he's gonna roll through. He's gonna roll through. He hits another, and he'll roll through again. Dunn is deadlifted around by Cesaro, who hits all three. Hits all three of them. That could be lights out for the Bruiserweight. Cesaro taking him into the corner. Dunn, I don't think has a clue where he is right now, and Cesaro is using that to his advantage. No way, Dunn does know where he is. He's on the top rope. Here we go. Oh, Cesaro caught him. Cesaro caught him now. Transitions onto the shoulders. Oh, but the back gave out. Cesaro's back gave way there, and Dunn will capitalize with a backbreaker right away. So close. Oh, but Cesaro counters again. Hard forearm shot in the face. Looking for an uppercut maybe. Dunn counters. Fantastic so far to watch these two men going back and forth at 100 miles an hour. Look at the strength of the Bruiserweight to hit that. Strength you cannot account for. Dunn lifts him up, but is he too spent to look for what he had in mind? Maybe he was thinking bitter end or X-Plex. He just couldn't look for it. Now he has the arm, trying to maybe wear down Cesaro the best he can, but Cesaro counters. Body blows to break free. And Cesaro now, sharpshooter now. Dunn denied it. Dunn denied it. Here we go now. Pete Dunne is in. X-Plex from Dunn. 1, 2, and oh, so close. So close for Pete Dunne, but not close enough. Cesaro got the shoulder up in time, but Dunn stays on him. What a forearm! A forearm shot that could have dropped a Grizzly. It dropped Cesaro though, and now he'll look to finish him off. Better end! 1, 2, Pete Dunne is your winner. And what about to get us going on Monday Night Raw? They threw everything at one another, but in the end, the Bruiserweight stands tall. Your winner this evening in Miami, the Bruiserweight. Hang on! That is not the theme of Pete Dunne. That is the theme of the United States Champion. Kenny Omega is in the building with title in hand. And the best bout machine looking over at the man who he took the title from. Well, some common decency, respect between two great allies who, of course, had a great match a number of weeks ago on this brand. But Omega seems to have more in mind than just congratulating Pete Dunne here tonight. He is bringing up the old match, in the tweet from Dunne, if I remember rightly, had said something along the lines of, "That was fun. Let's do it again." And Kenny Omega, he wants to do it again. He wants to face Pete Dunne next week on Monday Night Raw for the United States title. Omega wants the rematch. And Pete Dunne accepts. We are gonna get a match of the year rematch. It is on for the United States title next week on Monday Night Raw. Kenny Omega and Pete Dunne will do battle again for the United States Championship. But that is not the only big match to look forward to here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Coming up in our main event of the evening, it is El Idolo Andrade Cien Almas against Hiroshi Tanahashi. If the Ace can beat El Idolo, it is a triple threat match for the world title at the Royal Rumble. Well, it is safe to say that The Miz is absolutely livid with the Stinger, and the Stinger offering an alternative view on the situation. Very bleak and questionable. Final wording from The Miz there, but right now, folks, we alluded to it last week. Who is the tag team traded from ECW to Monday Night Raw? You know them as Harper and Rowan. You know them as Downfall. The former ECW Tag Team Champions have jumped ship to the Red brand. And here they are, making their way towards the ring. A duo that was able to bring about the end of DIY. A duo that has beaten a plethora of big name teams. And a duo that has moved to Monday Night Raw. And I fear for the two men they're up against here tonight. I fear for R-Truth, and I fear for Johnny Kickpads. But I, for one, would not have any fear within me if I were these two men. When they were the tag team champions, they dominated the ECW tag team division. But now they have jumped their eyes to the Red brand. And maybe the Red fits these two men the best. This is going to be an evening to forget for the two men who will stand across from them. Johnny kick pads. We'll start this with Harper. And I imagine this will end at some point with kick pads still in the ring. Oh my good God. Look at the strength of Harper. You haven't seen these two men before where you're getting an idea of what they're capable of now. There used to be a trio with these two men and Wolf. But they threw him to the curb. Wolf was released from ECW. These two men have jumped ship to Monday Night Raw. Yes, there is a tag team from Monday Night Raw going to ECW. But right now, it is not the team going the other way that we have our focal points on. It is Harper and Rowan who are about to decimate poor Johnny kick pads here. I don't think the pay was worth it tonight, young man. As Rowan now... Oh, this is not going to be good, is it? Snake Eyes! Kick pads holding onto his head there as he just gets headbutted by Rowan as well. This is just going to be brutal, isn't it? It's not going to be an easy watch here at all. Body blows by Rowan now as the former ECW Tag Team Champions going to work. Look at the strength! Kick pads rolling out of the ring, hoping that he can find some kind of breathing space, something that is somewhere that he can be saved from. Oh, look at this! Body blow on Rowan! He's coming back here! Oh, maybe I spoke too soon. Maybe I spoke too soon. He's thrown into the barricade there. And our Truth isn't going to get much of a breather either. Dumped off the apron there by Rowan. Kick pads runs back into the ring, but Rowan's there to meet him. It's going to be simultaneously one of the longest and shortest evenings of Johnny kick pads' life. Truth is back up to his feet, but honestly, if I was him, I would just want to stay down. Rolling wheel kick there, looked like a caught kick pads in the side of the head. But this will catch him flush. This will finish it. This will cement Downfall's arrival to Monday Night Raw as the Reckoning connects. And you could count until you're blue in the hand. Downfall have won it. And it wasn't even close. Welcome to Monday Night Raw. And destruction welcomes itself as well. back in the arena here on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. And here we are backstage with a continuation of what we saw last week at ringside. Lars Sullivan is assaulting Cassius Ohno. The Freak has got his hands on Ohno here. Oh no! Ohno's in trouble! Freak accident to the concrete flooring! And if I know Lars Sullivan, that was a declaration for a fight, not to Cassius Ohno. He was the martyr for Lars Sullivan to call out the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Sullivan wants a fight with Hardy. And the Fiend is excited to get his hands back on The Undertaker. What do you say about Monday Night Raw? I do not envy Sting for the job that he's got to do around here. It is one scary place to be in. All right, well, here we are heading on to our next contest of the evening right now. We talked about this last week. It was promoted last week. Charlotte Flair to go one-on-one with Trifecta's Jazzy Gabert. As we know, Tessa Blanchard announced it herself, the leader of Trifecta, of course, and the Raw Women's Champion, that both Jazzy Gabert and Rhea Ripley would be representing Monday Night Raw, or probably in their eyes, Trifecta, in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble match that is to come our way in just under 2 weeks' time at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view. Rhea Ripley last week was victorious over Ember Moon. And tonight, Jazzy Gabert will look to be victorious over Charlotte. And here they will come towards the ring. The dominant duo. 2/3 of, and let's not skip a beat when we say it, the most dominant group in women's wrestling of all time. And the boos are quite clear to be heard towards the alpha female and to Rhea Ripley. These two women are not liked one bit all across the world. Why would there be a reason to like them? They assault anyone they can get their hands on. And on top of that, of course, their leader is the Raw Women's Champion, Tessa Blanchard, who is the longest reigning women's champion we have seen in company history. And with these two women by her side, I think it is safe to say that Blanchard could be champion for a while longer. We've seen minor dissensions in the ranks of Trifecta, but don't let that kid you. This group is as strong as it first was when it walked into Monday Night Raw. They have aided Blanchard, and they have worked with Blanchard. And look where it has got them, to the pinnacle of women's wrestling. And where else? How much further could it take them? We heard Tessa Blanchard talking about it last week, how she would love to see Gabert or Ripley go on to win the Women's Royal Rumble and challenge Shayna Baszler or Toni Storm, depending on who wins the SmackDown Women's title at the Royal Rumble, to go on to challenge them at WrestleMania and to leave with both titles in the WWE belonging to Trifecta, to truly cement their legacy not only as as the greatest women's wrestling faction of all time, but one of the greatest and most dominant factions of all time, period. Look out here, big closeout attempt there by Gabert. Charlotte Flair ducking her way under there, and here goes the daughter of the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Let's see what we can see here from Charlotte. She goes to work, dropkick attempt, counter made there by Gabert. Oh! What a dropkick from Gabert there to pull that one off. And now Gabert is in, looking for a big move. Gut-wrench suplex, and Charlotte reeling in pain there. Plenty more to still come our way here tonight on Monday Night Raw as well, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we know of the main event between Andrade and Hiroshi Tanahashi, but coming up after this one, we will be seeing Juice Robinson The man who beat The Miz last week with a huge opportunity in front of him here tonight, as he will go one-on-one with former World Heavyweight Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. But right now we are watching Jazzy Gabert. There is no other word for it. Decimating Charlotte here. Charlotte's trying to get back in where she can, but it is just all about the control here, all about the dominance of Jazzy Gabert. And here we go in a torture rack submission hold here. Has her right there. Charlotte can see the ropes, but she can't reach them, just making it even more agonizing. But Charlotte punching the back of the head there at Gabert to break free. And now looking for a roll-up, rolling over the legs, but Gabert's arms in the rope, so no such luck there as a huge lariat takes her down. Every time Charlotte is trying to get a little bit going here, the dominance of Jazzy Gabert just brings her right back down. Charlotte rolling outside of the ring, and Rhea just picking her up. Ripley allowed to do that so long as she doesn't physically attack Charlotte here, and that's enabled an advantage. Uranagi onto the barricade. What an advantage it did enable for the alpha female there. Ripley lined her up, and Gabert knocked her back down. And Charlotte hasn't moved a muscle from Gabert getting back in the ring. Cover is made. Could this be all she wrote? Yeah, Charlotte able to kick out at 2. Trying to bring herself up to her feet as well. But there is just no remorse and almost no window here in this match thus far for Charlotte to try and capitalize in. She's got to try and make any window possible, and that's what she's going to do here. Top rope, Hurricanrana from Charlotte takes Jazzy Gabert down. Charlotte trying to hope here really for the victory. Here we go. She rolls her up. There's the cover. There's one, and that's all she's going to get is a count of 1. Back up to their feet, but Charlotte staying right on Gabert. Intelligent there from the daughter of the Nature Boy. Nice neck breaker on the shoulder. Signature flare chop as well in the corner now. Charlotte looks for the chop, and Gabert had it countered. Gorilla press slam. Not good at all here. Look out. Flying across the ring. Freakish strength, but then again, that's why they call her the alpha female. Dumping Charlotte face first down as well. This has been a tough match for Charlotte. Every time she tries to get something going, Gabert takes it out of her and then controls the match for a long period of time. And Charlotte is just getting nowhere right now. Oh, shin breaker there. Maybe it's just a matter of time until the Omega Slam connects and Jazzy Gabert finishes this one off. Boston Crab incoming here, trying to finish Charlotte off here, trying to force the submission. Oh, but Charlotte, not one to tap out easily. The woman known for the figure 8 leg lock is not going to be one to tap out either. And that seems to have created an opening for Charlotte here. Big back elbow, and Gabert goes down. Gabert looked a little bit surprised as well when she got taken down, like that really busted up her nose or something. Well, these strikes as well from Charlotte will be hoping to do that. Oh, took too long. Missed with a random sided punch there, went for the kick. And Gabert had already recovered. And as such can just control her again. Oh, right hand counter made there by Charlotte. Nicely done. Big boot there from Charlotte. Gabert went down. Charlotte lining her up here. Gabert in trouble. Does Charlotte see an opportunity in front of her? Lariat, no. Counter made. Gabert in. Gorilla press slam again. Just with dominance. She connects with that one. Look out. Oh my goodness. Steamrolled her in the corner. Absolutely steamrolled her. And now she's looking to finish it off. Now she's going to look for the Omega Slam to finish off Charlotte here. No. Charlotte countered. Charlotte somehow able to come up with a counter. O'Connor roll. With a bridge. Is it over? No. Gabert again kicks out at 1. Charlotte trying to think of everything she can. Oh, what a forearm. Gabert rolls out of harm's way, rolling out to the outside here. Charlotte tying her up, looking to capitalize. Double axe handle, Gabert evaded. How do you hope to beat this woman when she's just moving out of the way of everything? Uh-oh, backbreaker. Oh, that is rough. That is just rough, and there's no two ways about it either. Wait a minute, Charlotte comes in with a big-time lariat. And Charlotte, she's hopeful. She's hopeful. She's looking for the figure eight, and she's got it. She's got the figure eight locked in. Wait, the figure four even. And now it'll transition into the figure eight. Figure eight leg lock. Gabert is close to the ropes, but she can't reach them. But how much damage has Charlotte done? Is it anywhere near enough to even hope for a tap-out win? She's keeping it in for a long time. She's resourceful, and Gabert taps. Gabert taps out. Color me surprised. Charlotte, somehow she finds a way to beat Jazzy Gabert. Oh, but the celebrations are short-lived. Rhea Ripley from behind. Sneaking up on Charlotte here and just assaulting her. Never give up your back on Trifecta, because that's where they paint the target. Ripley has her. Riptide connects. Trifecta staking their claim to anyone and everyone who may be in the ring with them when the Royal Rumble rolls around, cementing Raw's women's division as Trifectas forever. Strong words from Zelina Vega before tonight's main event, but hang on folks, we've heard word. Hardy has got his hands on Sullivan, and here we are. The fight is on between the two men. In a different part of the backstage arena here, Sullivan and Hardy going at it. Hardy sent into the table there by Sullivan, and now the Freak has the upper hand. The Freak has gained the upper hand here on Jeff Hardy, and the onslaught has begun from Sullivan. Hardy or Sullivan, one of the two, looks like they must have rushed the other to try and take the other down. But it is Sullivan who has come out with the advantage here, and now, just the same as Ono felt earlier, freak accident onto the concrete flooring. Lars Sullivan taking out not only Ono, but Hardy here tonight. Not a good evening for Team Hard No whatsoever. Well now folks, we're going to move on. The contest continuing on here tonight, as Shinsuke Nakamura will go one-on-one against the flamboyant Juice Robinson. But what an evening it's been already here on Monday Night Raw. Plenty to take in, plenty to look forward to as well. Right now, this is a huge opportunity in the here and now for the flamboyant Juice Robinson, arguably the biggest opponent he has faced. And what an opponent it's going to be as well. The former World Heavyweight Champion, former Mr. Money in the Bank, Shinsuke Nakamura, ready and raring to go here tonight. What will happen when he locks himself in the ring with the flamboyant Juice Robinson? Juice, of course, picked up that roll-up victory over The Miz, but I can't help but feel like the Stinger has kind of thrown Juice in at the deep end here, because Juice was beaten by The Miz last week. One skull-crushing finale came, Miz was lining up another, and then, of course, Jay Lethal showed up on the scene, or showed up on the Titantron, rather. And now, Juice goes from just eking out a win over The Miz to being thrown into the deep end against one of Monday Night Raw's toughest, hardest, fiercest competitors in the King of Strong Style. If that's how it's gonna go, well, I suppose there's no easy win on Monday Night Raw, and there's no easy opponent either, as Juice Robinson is having to find out. But Miami having a positive reception for this man as he makes his way out here. Still quite a surprise to see the new look from him, the short hair, of course. Quite the surprising look from Juice Robinson. He makes his way out here ready and determined to take on a very tough opponent, but pick up what would be, credit where it's due for Juice Robinson, a fantastic win. One that could really promote him forward here on the red brand. But it is a long, hard road to get there. Maybe he can capitalize. Maybe he's got that underdog fire within him, and he could capitalize from what transpired last week. We will find out. The bell rings and we are underway here. Nakamura and Juice Robinson to lock horns. Let's see what will happen. Oh, it's Juice who comes in with those first shots on Nakamura, who seemed to kind of shrug him off. And now, welcome to Nakamura's version of tough love. Forearm shot taking Juice Robinson down, and now it's the striking of Nakamura to demonstrate itself early on. Saito suplex, Juice coming down from the back of his head there, and Nakamura just all over him. In all fairness, as you would expect. Big forearm cracking him there is Nakamura. In the corner now we go. Knee in the gut. No, Juice comes back here. Here we go. Juice Robinson now. Forearm shot takes Nakamura down to one knee. Big forearm from the flamboyant one. Takes him down from behind. Leg is hooked. Looking to finish him off. Yeah, only the count of one, however. Close, but, well, very long way to go in all fairness for Juice Robinson, but it's a hopeful sign this early on in the match. Nakamura pushes Juice out of the turnbuckle, only to knee him in the back. Juice had no idea what was to come, and now look at that. Dragon sleeper, look at how that neck and that back is arching. Agony for Juice Robinson being locked in here. Will he have to tap early on? No, breaks his way free of that one. Gets back up to a vertical basis, but it's Nakamura who's all over him again. Looks for the right hand there. Juice comes up with the counter. Juice now, suplex, face buster. Nicely done from Juice. In the corner with a big drop kick. Takes Nakamura down. Juice Robinson now, is he starting to get cooking? Is he starting to fire up? Oh, never mind. Nakamura may have just taken the flame out and reduced it to soot and ashes. Heavy kick in the back again. Those strikes of Nakamura look fierce, but imagine how much worse they must feel when you're on the receiving end of them. Huge knee there from Nakamura. Into the cover, doesn't bother hooking the leg, but the kick out is there from Juice. Not an emphatic kick out by any stretch of the imagination, but a kick out nonetheless, and look at that. There is blood trickling down the head of Juice Robinson. That knee, one of the knees it must have been from Nakamura, caught him and has opened up a small little cut there on Juice's, well, it looks to be in his hair, and it's running down to his forehead. Robinson coming back, however. Another dropkick in the corner. Juice not backing down. That you got to admire. That's courage from Juice. But a lot of us, I feel as if we were in that ring by now, would have just keeled over and died, essentially. Big German suplex. Oh, look at this again. And Juice just can't stand. Punishment being inflicted by Nakamura, but Juice able to turn it around here. Watching how Juice has taken the punishment and just fighting back from it each and every time. Maybe he learned a lesson from the offense that he took from The Miz last week. Two very different men, of course, to take offense from. Look at Nakamura there, just thinking tactically. Using the ropes to bring himself up to his feet so he doesn't have to see Juice coming off the second rope there. But Juice stays on him, driving his throat up into the bottom rope there, taking any offense that he can, any advantage that he can. But Nakamura just stops him right away, and the former world champion goes back to controlling the match however he pleases. Nakamura calling Juice to his feet here. Juice is staggering. He's slow to get to a vertical basis. Oh, went for a dropkick to Nakamura. Juice moved out of the way. Juice able to move out of the way. And, oh, clapping around the ears of Nakamura there. Disorienting the King of Strong style. And a shin breaker connects. Trying to take the knees out from Nakamura. His most deadly weapon. Juice Robinson may have had his back painted up against the wall from the moment the bell rung. But be damned if he's going to go down without one hell of a fight. Look out, though, from behind. As quick as you like. Back suplex from Nakamura and Juice goes down. Cranking on the neck now. Is Nakamura just wearing down and wearing out Juice Robinson here. No matter how much Juice is trying, it is just an uphill battle, but a nice forearm there from Juice to bring himself back into it. Neckbreaker takes Nakamura down. Is Juice thinking pop friction? He might be lining it up. He might be looking for it. Juice Robinson looking to beat Nakamura. No pop friction. But another neckbreaker will connect. And the damage is just being done. The moves are just adding to themselves bit by bit. That's 3 neckbreakers in a row now from Juice Robinson. 3 different ways of hitting it. 0 counters from Nakamura. But then the moment Juice tries to get into a striking battle, Nakamura has the move scouted. As if he read the mind of Juice Robinson. And now Juice in the corner and in trouble. Nakamura lines him up on the top turnbuckle. Head of steam. And a knee in the gut. Juice coughing, spluttering. Almost begging for air, I imagine. And Nakamura gonna give him none and just stay on him. Landslide. This could be it here, folks. Juice Robinson kicks out of one. Not only does he kick out of one, he's up to his feet. And he tried to come back there, but Nakamura caught him with a drop kick. Juice counters him there. Nice counter indeed. Juice is in. And again he'll go for that face buster. And again he will get it. Juice Robinson. He's able to get things going here. Even after the onslaught he took, Robinson fighting back. And wait a minute. Robinson wanting to take a risk as well. Right hand to make sure that Nakamura wouldn't counter him. That is smart. Right there and then. And Juice is in. Superplex from Juice Robinson. Both men down. And the chance is there for Juice. He's going to look for it. He is going to look for pop friction to beat No, the Miz with a kendo stick. With a kendo stick to Nakamura. And now one to Juice. This is what he meant. This is what he meant by ratings. This is the point he wanted to prove. Retribution for last week in the Miz's eyes. Skull-crushing finale to Juice Robinson. Nakamura taken out by the kendo stick, and I don't think he'll be in any mood to go after the Miz. And Juice laid out by the Miz as well. And the Miz is livid. And he is letting the Stinger know it. And not only is he letting Sting know that, he wants the man who cost him the US title and the match last week to make his way out here. The Miz is calling out Jay Lethal right here, right now on Monday Night Raw. Miz wants Lethal in this ring. He believes that he knows he's in the ring. He wants him here. He wants to see him fail like he believes that he did back at TakeOver the End, and hang on, the Raw logo has disappeared from the Titantron. What will we see here? A scintillating message sent from Lethal to the Miz. 2 weeks from now, Lethal will show up, and the Miz looking mighty eager towards it. Well, folks, next week it will be our final edition of Monday Night Raw before the Royal Rumble, and there is plenty to look forward to as well on that show. There will be a Women's Battle Royal, of which we know the competitors to be so far the two members of Trifecta and Charlotte Flair. More will be announced on the evening next week as well, folks, for you. We will see the charismatic Enigma Lars Sullivan lock horns one-on-one with the Freak Lars Sullivan. What will happen when those two men get in the ring to collide with one another? That one is going to have a big match written all over it, but you heard the announcement earlier on in the evening from the champion himself. We are going to get a huge rematch for the US title. The Bruiserweight Pete Dunne to go one-on-one with Kenny Omega. You thought the first match was a Match of the Year candidate. Who knows what these men will do next week? Plenty to look forward to. Not only next week, of course, but 2 weeks from now, as we just heard from Jay Lethal. 2 weeks until he arrives on Monday Night Raw to look the Miz in the eyes. That is going to be big, but so is this main event. Get ready, folks, because here comes the number one contender towards the ring. Andrade to go one-on-one with Hiroshi Tanahashi. And of course, we know what is going to happen here tonight. Andrade wins. Game over for the ace. It is El Idolo versus Roman Reigns for the World Heavyweight title in just under 2 weeks from now at the Royal Rumble. Tanahashi wins, however, and it will be a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Saw it last week on Raw. The Stinger named Andrade the number one contender. I believe adding up all the variables that Andrade was the rightful number one contender. But Tanahashi just poked his head in and just said that he didn't think things were over with between him and Andrade, that he wanted a rematch with him. And Sting took things the extra level further, saying that you're right, things haven't ended between the pair of you. And not only have they not ended, but there needs to be more. There needs to be a decisive winner between the two. That was the key wording, decisive. Because when they faced a Hell in a Cell, Andrade, or rather Zelina Vega, had said that that man would finish off Tanahashi. All he did was roll him up. He didn't finish him off. And that's the job that he's going to have to do tonight against one of the most resilient men in wrestling, in order to make sure that it is just El Idolo facing the leader of the Roman Empire. And listen to Miami's response for the man who knows Roman Reigns all too well, for the ace of the universe, Hiroshi Tanahashi. Making his way out here. Zelina Vega said this would be the final night the people would be chanting "Go Ace," because after tonight there would be no Ace. Will that remain to be true or not? We will find out in this big Hell in a Cell rematch just 8 days after that monumental pay-per-view. Tanahashi, this is do or die for him. If he doesn't win this, there may never be another championship opportunity for the Ace at the world title. And not only that, but if he doesn't beat Andrade here tonight, then maybe it will be time to start penciling in El Idolo as the new Ace of Monday Night Raw. But Tanahashi, wherever we go, will always have the backing of this crowd. Will always have the faithful following him around, cheering him on, chanting Tanahashi, chanting Go Ace. And he's going to need it here tonight against Andrade. Hell in a Cell rematch to come our way right now. And here we go between them, staring down in the middle of the ring. And Andrade's confidence seems to be at an all-time high, backing Tanahashi up against the ropes there, and he swings first, but here we go. Tanahashi slapping him across the face. No feeling out process. Why would there need to be? It was only 8 days ago they stood across from one another at Hell in a Cell. They know each other all too well. And Tanahashi here with a dropkick taking down Andrade knows that he has to not replicate the mistakes that he made at Hell in a Cell. Has to not get overconfident, has to not get, in a way, too Tanahashi-like, where he's playing the guitar and he feels as if it's just a paint-by-numbers kind of match, because Andrade is not a paint-by-numbers kind of opponent. In the corner we go, looked for a knee there, Tanahashi had it counted. I think a key thing that Tanahashi may well realize is out of commission here tonight at the high fly flow, because when he tried to use it at Hell in a Cell, he lost the match, and there is a variable at ringside that doesn't make it paint by numbers. Zelina Vega with a distraction, allowing the straightjacket German suplex to connect, and Tanahashi knows how important this match is as he gets the shoulder up at the count of one there. Kicking the gut there from Andrade, as he now has control, that advantage there. That opening from Zelina Vega seems to have played out just the way she would have wanted it to go, but he cannot capitalize. You can just never count out Tanahashi in any setting. Roman Reigns knows it all too well, but simultaneously Roman Reigns is one of a very thin list to have beaten the Ace in one-on-one competition. And not only did he do it, but he did it twice. Look out here. Andrade in. Oh, what a counter from Tanahashi. Nothing flashy, just dumped him on his face. And now, the once-in-a-century Tana can turn things around. Nice chop in the chest there. Look at this, Andrade trying to roll towards Tanahashi. Tanahashi was thinking corner sent on, and now he might look for it again. The first time it didn't connect, but that time, he got all of it. Corner sent on from Tanahashi, and right in front of Zelina Vega. He hopes to go to the Royal Rumble for a world title opportunity, but the kick out is at 2, and there is no surprise really that Andrade got the shoulder up in time. Andrade, one of the greatest athletes in this entire company, not only to have not been world champion, but to have not held a title, period, within this company. And what a monumental marking that could be for Andrade. His very first title in the WWE being the World Heavyweight Championship. And not only that, but beating the longest reigning World Heavyweight Champion in company history. To achieve that as well, imagine what that would do for the career, the young career of Andrade. Right now, though, he is focused on the Ace, and he is looking to hit big on the Ace as well. Drop kick to Tanahashi was on the outside. Andrade not looking to use the outside to his advantage, staying on point here, going up to the top rope. And now, Tanahashi in trouble, being called to his feet by El Idolo. Here we go. Top rope Hurricanrana takes him down. Goes for an immediate cover, doesn't bother hooking the leg, just looking to finish things. And Tanahashi gets the shoulder up in time at 2. Remember as well the story of Hell in a Cell. I said about how Tanahashi couldn't hit the high fly flow. Andrade couldn't hit the hammerlock DDT either. Will he be able to do it here tonight? Nice. Snap German suplex. And again, Tanahashi has to kick out at 2. Neither man was able to get their finisher out at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. Can they do it here tonight? It did feel as if their Hell in a Cell match left things open for another chapter, and that is what we're seeing here tonight. And could we see the Hammerlock DDT dash the hopes of Tanahashi? Or could we see the Ace thrive with the high fly flow? Straight jacket German suplex now. Turnabout is fair play. Tanahashi almost looking at Zelina Vega as he had it in as well. But Andrade got the shoulders up at the count of 2 there. And his hopes of keeping it a one-on-one contest stay alive as well. And I wonder as well, as we've talked about him, we've alluded to him, is the World Heavyweight Champion watching at home here tonight? Just up the road in Pensacola is Roman Reigns watching as these two men do battle, as his newest rival in Andrade and a very old rival in Hiroshi Tanahashi do battle for the opportunity to face him at the Royal Rumble. Is Reigns watching? Is he taking notes? Is he analyzing these competitors? Is he analyzing what could come of his match with Andrade? Look at this ankle lock now. Not something we typically see from Andrade, but he's trying to do anything here to beat the Ace. But you can almost guarantee that Tanahashi has been in any hold that a man can come up with. And he gets his way free of that ankle lock, but he can't capitalize again. Andrade snapmares him down once more, and a second basement dropkick in a row takes him down. It's just the quickness of Andrade, age being used as an advantage, nimbler, firmer, fresher, not as hurt. Tanahashi's body is writhing in pain. Andrade's is writhing in confidence. What a moonsault. Covers him. Is it over for the Ace? No. As sure as there is blood pumping to the heart of Tanahashi, he will make sure that he can fight on. Oh, but Andrade in position. Corkscrew moonsault. No. Knees up from Tanahashi. Looked for the corkscrew moonsault, and Tanahashi had it countered. Make sure that he gives up the back. German suplex to Andrade. Bridge, middle of the ring, and Andrade kicks out a 1. Oh my goodness. Close, but not close enough for Tanahashi as he takes down Andrade here. But Tanahashi, not even thinking a high fly flow. He's going to go for the cloverleaf again. When he had this locked in Hell in a Cell, Andrade had to crawl across the ring to make his way to the ropes. Will Andrade tap to the cloverleaf? Oh my! He breaks his way out in seconds. He was in it for over 30 seconds in Hell in a Cell, and he was so broken out of that in less than 10. But Tanahashi stays on him with a lariat, takes him down. Match picking up. You can feel it in the air. You can sense it in the crowd as I'm watching these two incredible athletes do battle. Oh, there's a huge move from Andrade. Will it finish off Tanahashi? No. Now it's Tanahashi's turn to kick out a 1. Oh, Andrade, he's looking to end it. He is looking to end it now. Hammerlock DDT incoming. Not if Tanahashi has anything to say about it. Moves out of the way. German suplex connects again. Certainly been seeing a lot of those here tonight. Tanahashi staying on Andrade, takes him in the corner, and an ace splash connects. Will Tanahashi look for maybe one of those newest moves that he's added to his arsenal? Will he look for the ace splash dropkick? Will he go to the well with twist and shout and the sling blade? Will he maybe have to risk it all and go for the high fly throw? Not while Andrade is running across the ring with that power bomb. Andrade has looked for the hammerlock DDT and it got denied. Tanahashi, credit where it's due to him, hasn't been to the top rope once yet. Oh, and he might not get the chance to, because Andrade is looking to end it. Cartwheel kick, handspring backflip kick, both feet smacking into the back of Tanahashi's head. And still the ace finds a way to kick out at 2. Still he finds a way. Still he fights on. Still he won't give in. And again he moves out of the way. Back breaker there of sorts on Tanahashi. Lifts Andrade up to his feet right away. And Tanahashi in. Taking down Andrade. What else? What else can he do? What else does he have to think up his sleeve here? Here we go! Twisted shout! Tanahashi in! Dragon Sleeper from his mentor, Tatsumi Fujinami, trying to finish this match off. Trying to look for the submission win on Andrade. If the high fly flow can't end it. Can a move from his mentor? No! Andrade breaks free, and a float over neck breaker puts Tanahashi down. These two men just finding ways to deny each other that sweet sense of victory. But how much longer can Tanahashi deny Andrade? Because every time Andrade gets up to his feet, he just seems to have that extra edge in him. The Tanahashi just does not, and that is the age, that is the youthness, that is the fresh body of Andrade. This is the worn out body that has given it its all of Hiroshi Tanahashi. Oh, Tanahashi picked up on that top rope, counted, and if you look, immediately dropped down as if he refused to be on the top rope in any way, shape or form. Andrade rolls off to the apron. Oh, play possum, no. Andrade, sunset flip, this could do it. Could the dreams be dashed right now? No, Tanahashi kicked out at 2, but it was so close to 3. But Andrade standing over the ace here, looking to finish him off, takes him to the corner again. Knife edge chops, softening up the ace. And now he puts him on the top rope again. And Tanahashi is almost too worn to fight back. Andrade, no way! Lock out! Incredible! But Tanahashi still clawing himself to his feet. He won't give in, but he won't get the forearm. Tanahashi countered and takes Andrade down. He's calling him to his feet. What is Tanahashi gonna do now? He's gonna risk it. He's gonna risk it. Tanahashi to the top rope. High fly cross. He's down. He's gonna do it. He's willing to take the risk. High fly. No. Knees are up. Knees are up. The knees are up for Andrade. Not again. Not again, please. 2. Tanahashi kicked out! Tanahashi kicked out! But Andrade stays on him! Hammerlock DDT! No! Tanahashi counters! And now Tanahashi! Small package roll up! Small package roll up! There's 2! He got him! He did it! He did it! The ace has done it! Hiroshi Tanahashi's going to the Royal Rumble! It's a triple threat match for the world title. Andrade had everything. He tried everything. So did Tanahashi. The high fly flow didn't connect, and we thought we were in for lightning to strike twice. Not this time. Tanahashi kicked out, countered the hammerlock DDT, and played Andrade's own game against him. Rolled him up. And Tanahashi is going to the Royal Rumble. Andrade Reigns! Superman punch! A Superman punch from Roman Reigns, and he's hit the ring. Spear on Andrade! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere. The ace is going to the Royal Rumble. But his moment of celebration is dashed by a shot of reality, courtesy of the Roman Empire.